So you want to main Palutena, huh? Well, despite her warm and unassuming smile, kind demeanor, and status as the literal goddess of light, Palutena is really good at using her heavenly gifts of combat proficiency to be a beacon of hatred and agony in the form of broken controllers, shattered dreams, and severed friendships. And I'll be the first to say it, when you're on the giving end of that transaction, it's like really fun. And look, some may see that kind of role in a game like this as intentional perpetrating of an unhealthy environment of overt aggression and consistent deprecation of others, but phooey to those people. I like to think of it as helping communities by ensuring that therapists everywhere are receiving a steady income. And you can too, so long as you listen close to my instructions and also, you know, abandon all sense of human compassion. Sounds easy enough, right? So grab your controller and get ready to learn just what you can do to make the most out of this undisputed champion of the heavenly smackdown, Palutena. Lady Palutena, goddess of light, protector of the three sacred treasures, benevolent ruler of Angel Land, and guardian of mankind, is the resident divine hope and bad biddy of the Kid Icarus series. She's revered throughout the heavens for wisdom, mercy, and kindness to all, and does everything she can to protect those she rules over, often at her own expense. Because of this, she acts as an imperative source of guidance and friendship for Pit throughout his journey to save their realm. Now, why am I telling you this? Well, because in this game, she is a force of sheer, dark, and visceral hate power that cannot be defeated, and I find that juxtaposition to be hilarious. But why exactly is it that she holds such capacity to destroy the resolve and, more importantly, the happiness of her competitors in this game? Well, there are plenty of reasons for that one, kind of a loaded question, honestly, but it would seem to be in large part thanks to her handy-dandy heavenly bop it here, which is capable of bopping, twisting, and shouting enemies into the next goddamn century. Now let's go over how exactly you can do that one set of moves at a time, starting with Palutena's tilts, throws, and aerials, which come together to make an on and off stage presence that is lethal at worst, and at best, enough to make some poor bastard put down the controller and never even so much as think about this game again. First off, you've got down tilt or down throw, which set Palutena up to swoop in with some attacks like forward aerial, which pushes them away pretty handily, or the 360 supercharger spin cycle twister pole punisher that is Palutena's ungodly neutral aerial. And if you couldn't tell from the unnecessarily long title given to it, you're gonna want to use this move a lot. It's really good. Approach with it, space out an adversary with it, edge guard with it. As a rule of thumb, you want about a 1-to-1 ratio on the amount of times you use that move to the amount of times you blink in any given match. On top of this, Palutena's juggles are some absolute stunners too. Toss them up in the air with up throw or up tilt, and use your stupidly effective up aerial to toss them into orbit, or you can even take advantage of the luxury of, get this, her up smash, which shoots a beam of light the approximate size of a fucking skyscraper out from the ground, resulting in their immediate termination from this plane of existence. But the fun doesn't stop there, no, because Palutena can also take these moves off the stage to similarly soul-crushing effects. Use one of her aerials, a forward tilt, or a forward or back throw to get your opponent off that stage. Hell, you could probably even get him out there using your forward or side smash, which, alongside caving in some suckers' skulls with literal Pegasus wings, making them great finishing tools, also has a wind box that can push back an approaching adversary. And once they're firmly off that stage, you can start throwing out goddamn haymakers in the form of back aerial, her highest knockback aerial, down aerial, which is gonna spike your opponent probably quite literally into the deepest pits of hell, or really just any of the aerials that I've already mentioned earlier. Just make sure if you're doing that you know how to recover, because sometimes Palutena's recovery can be a bit tricky in terms of actually catching the ledge. But keeping that in mind, assuming all goes well, at this point your opponent's instinct would probably be to just run as far away from you as possible to get a breather as they cower in fear from your busted level 100 enchanted Virgin Slayer staff. Unfortunately for them, this strategy doesn't really work, because Palutena also specced this staff into the projectile feature, which grants her the power to sit back and let the forces of radiant hate shooting out from her scary death branch reconfigure your pitiable opponent's face until they either give up and go back to running face first into your all-powerful TV antenna, or just end things quickly and jump off while they still have a semblance of their pride intact. And these projectiles in question are Palutena's neutral and side specials, the former of which fires 3 orbs of angelic smackdownification that will lock onto an enemy within its range, making it an optimal tool for edgeguarding or against rushing players. The side special, on the other hand, is called Explosive Flame, and it releases a small explosion in front of Palutena that can be released close by when inputted like a tilt, and further away when inputted like a smash attack. Similarly to the neutral special, it can be used to edgeguard, but it can be a bit riskier on a whiff. Then again, it's a massive ball of flames, so like, not too hard to hit your mark once you get the hang of it. And look, I know what you're thinking. Well, if I start spamming them with projectiles, I mean, most characters also have projectiles, they can just spam back at me. And then it just becomes whoever's got the more dangerous shit on hand to toss at you, right? And yeah, that's certainly a logical conclusion to come to. That is until you realize that her down special is a reflector, which means you can just bounce any projectiles being fired your way back at your your opponent at 1.4 times damage. But like as soon as somebody baits out the reflector, they could easily just run up and smack you into next week, right? Yeah, no, the move also doubles as a counter, so like head-on assault isn't really a reliable option either. They're really just screwed no matter what they do. And that, my friend, is the beauty of being a Palutena main. And that's just about everything I've got to cover, so take what you've learned today, go out there, train hard, troll harder, and remember that even after all of that, if you can't score a win, you can always just use your heavenly powers to, like, I don't know, put a curse on the other guy's house and destroy their crops or some shit. That's what gods do, right? Anyway, that's all I got for you. See you next time. Well, hi there, everybody. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, make sure to subscribe because I make new videos usually every Monday, but lately the uploads have been kind of sporadic, so no full commitment there. Anyway, I got a bunch of links down at the bottom of the screen right there if you want to support me, which would definitely be appreciated. Thank you to all the patrons who are on the screen right now. As always, I really appreciate you guys. Oh, and let me know who of the 2 characters on the screen right now you want to see in one of my upcoming videos. You can vote in the comments or in my Discord, which is going to be linked alongside my Patreon in the comments. You can also find the link in the description, and it's down at the bottom of the screen, and then I can get to work on my next video. So thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!